Camp Lejeune is a U.S. Marine Corps base in Jacksonville, North Carolina. It was established in the 1940s at the mouth of the New River. Some of the stuff about the demographics of the area are that the population is 67,795 people. The standard of living isn't very high because the median income of the area is $39,000. Its level of industrial development is mediocre because it's sitting around stage 3 of demographic transition because the population of the area isn't rising rapidly, but it is rising. Some stuff about the original state of the water source is that it's relevant because the Castle Hayne freshwater aquifer provides much of coastal North Carolina with water. It's located around 180 feet below ground and slopes eastward. It's made of limestone and sandstone, and an average of 100 million gallons of water are pumped from it daily. Some ecological and economic services that the resource provides is that it provides residential, recreational, and industrial areas, administrative offices, schools, and the base hospital with water for drinking and domestic purposes.
Between 1957 and 1987, water in the Tarawa Terrace treatment plant was contaminated with perchloroethylene, and water in the Hadnot Point treatment plant was contaminated with trichloroethylene. The source of the PCE was the waste disposal practices of an off-base dry cleaning company. The sources of the TCE were underground storage tank leaks, industrial area spills, and water disposal sites. Also, in 2012, 12 pounds of elemental mercury was found at Hadnot Point treatment plant. The believed source was water pressure meters removed in the 1980s. Because of these past issues, the water quality is constantly checked to guarantee compliance with the Safe Water Drinking Act. Camp Lejeune also complies with CERCLA to deal with hazardous waste sites and groundwater contamination before the water in use is affected. After contaminants were found in the water, wells that supplied water to the affected areas were shut down. Since then, no PCEs or TCEs have been found.
The legal proceedings as of August 2012, the Jamie Ensminger Act was signed into law by President Obama. This act ensures that the people who have suffered from the camp water contamination are eligible for medical treatment. The act applied to approximately 7,500,000 people who suffered from medical issues during their stay at camp. The outcomes were the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs made health care available to victims.
Camp Lejeune officials declined to comment to WUNC on how climate change is affecting their base or their mission, but all members of the armed forces know the importance of taking orders. New mothers or pregnant women can potentially pass down poisoning from the mercury in the water to their children. Diseases that can also be caused by this contaminated water would include adult leukemia, bladder cancer, kidney cancer, liver cancer, and other diseases. An IR partnering team was assembled at the beginning of the recovery efforts. This team is composed of representatives from the base, EPA Region 4, NCDENR, NAVFAC Atlantic, and the environmental investigation contractor and the remediation contractor. The team meets on a quarterly basis to discuss current and upcoming actions at the sites.